What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Now today, we are back with another Breakfast with Champions episode. Finally, it has been so damn long since I've reacted to a Breakfast with Champions episode, and unfortunately the last one that I reacted to was oh my, who was it? I think it was Swag, and I tried to upload it, but it got blocked. I don't know, some like company, I think they sold their first season episodes to a company or something, and they have rights over it or something. They didn't allow me to upload it no matter what, so praying to God that this one is allowed to be uploaded. Matthew Hayden, the great Aussie man himself. I thought, why not? You know, I've reacted to a lot of Indian players. I've reacted to a couple of, West Indies, Aussies, South Africans, but it's time to get into some more Aussie ones. So, hey, if you guys are new, subscribe. You want to see all the videos that I have reacted to of BwC. I've got a playlist on the channel now, so go check out all of those if you prefer. Hey, let's jump straight into it. Not here to fuck spiders.
The cafe is about 100 years old.
All right, Gaurav.
And the taxi is slightly older.
Oh, nice.
I'm not a cheap bride.
I may have got a little too excited. Okay, you're in the front.
Oh, okay.
That's a nice whip. Hey.
Can you fit?
Yeah.
He's a big boy. And he's like about 7'5".
Woo. Loving it.
Loving it live.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is good.
What about me? Look at me, man.
Yeah.
Chilling in there.
You're
Limo.
styling.
I got a limo back here.
Ooh. He always chooses the right beats, this man. Or whoever edits the videos. And we always got to see what they're going to be eating. What's on the menu for this one? Big Haydos. I know he loves a Vada Pav. I think I've heard him say it, so.
For you, Indian roads, just the sensory overload is not novelty. You're genuinely just totally comfortable with it.
For me, I just once I'm here, I just go with the flow, and it's such a different vibe in my life, though. Like at home, I walk the beach for 14 kilometres and see no one.
Yeah.
Where it's hard actually is going the other way, where it's going home.
Yeah.
Because it's so quiet and quite so still, and it takes time to sort of, just get into that energy of nature.
Yeah.
That's what's hard. It's not coming this way. This way you sort of know what to expect, whereas when there's nothing but silence, you don't really know what to expect.
Well, and I mean, look, Matthew Hayden obviously is living in silence because he is the type of guy who probably lives on a farm in the middle of damn nowhere in Australia. So, I mean, in the middle of the bush. So that's probably why it's a bit quiet for him. But, yeah.
Okay, so there it is. Ghanaian company.
Oh yeah?
Established 1904. So I was wrong, not 100.
Legendary
but 113 years
Irani
old.
restaurant.
Let's get
Okay.
into it then.
Oh, crikey. I don't know if that's copyright music. Just turn it down, baby.
This could be a problem.
You just go. I taught you how to cross the road.
You just gotta run. Go!
Kids,
put
do
the
not
hand
do
up.
this at home.
Hey, he's got the phone out.
Welcome back to Hayden. I am one of the best your fans.
Hey, that's awesome. Nice. That's awesome. That's got to be like the most surreal moment for a human. Like, man.
Some tea?
Yeah, masala chai would be good.
Ooh,
Please.
masala chai. Yum.
Masala Irani chai mein kya hota hai? Kaun sa
Oh,
photo?
he's going to take the photo instead. Let's go. Yo!
He's saying that there is a...
Nah, I'm sorry. Nah, I have to point this out. Nah.
Some tea?
Yeah,
This is too
masala chai would
funny.
be good.
So you see the son here. He's here with the iPad. He's trying to take a photo of Matthew Hayden.
Please.
But not only that, he's trying to take a photo of his dad. And I don't think Matthew Hayden knows that he's standing behind him. Trying to pose for a photo.
Masala Irani chai mein
Look at him. He's trying to get the whole plan going. He's like, hey, Just stand here while he's here and take the damn photo, son. Hurry up. Look at him. Yeah, the smile.
He's saying that there is a
that is
masala
too
Irani
funny.
chai.
Yeah.
So, sir, what
Yeah,
makes it
I love
masala
that.
Irani and
He's still
tofu
trying to
masala?
get it
There is
from
a
the
secret
other
powder.
angle. No way.
Vitality.
Nah, this is too funny.
Did you say Viagra?
Yo.
Vitality.
Okay.
Secret powder for vitality. Get on here.
Oh, he's like, son, one more photo, quick. Get behind him. I love that, man.
Pleasure. My pleasure, mate.
That's awesome.
Okay, you got to explain this to me.
He's got a Mumbai hat on
Bat with your
too.
left hand and bowl with your right and sign with your right.
I do anything with one hand, right-handed. Naturally, in cricket, it's a strong hand.
Yeah.
So your strong hand should be your top hand.
Yeah.
So that one's your bottom hand for a left-hander.
Yeah.
It's sort of out of the game. It's only a rudder
Yeah.
to the bat. So it sort of makes sense that one side of you is dominant. It has problems because you do, like, it doesn't just stop here. Like my right leg, my right glute, everything on this side is overdeveloped.
Really?
So when I was training, I had to work really hard on my left side. My right side would sort of take care of itself.
So you're essentially right-handed.
I'm essentially everything. If you cut me right down the middle, even my eye is right eye dominant.
Wow.
For a
You know how to test
left-hander, how is that possible?
Cut me down the middle, though.
No. Get your hands, extend them on a small target, whatever that is. Like maybe extend
Feels
them,
like I'm putting up the
extend them
Illuminati
on a
symbol.
head,
Okay.
and keep them straight and don't
Okay,
move.
we're doing triangles.
Okay,
I
this
don't really want to do
hard for your
this.
personality to
Yeah,
follow these instructions because already you're getting fidgety.
Yeah.
Oh, and whichever hand goes
Don't move
down
them,
first.
and don't move your head, and
Is
keep
that-
both eyes on the target. Now close one eye. What happens? Make the note. Don't move your hands. Close the other eye.
What?
What happens? Which one moves more?
When I see it from the left eye, it moves more. Oh, you're right. The right is more center. Holy crap, that's magic.
Yeah. So you're very right eye dominant.
Yeah.
So how that?
Wait,
actually
hold on a damn minute. I got to do this shit. Hold on. So wait, so hands out, and then did I do it right? I didn't really notice a difference.
works is that that's the eye. That
I closed
tracks the
one
ball.
eye,
Yeah.
and then
So as a left-hander now, it means that my non-facing
I don't know,
eye,
man.
Yeah.
non-dominant eye, is actually further away from tracking the line of the ball. So I found it really hard to cut. You know, because
That's what you
I had,
That's what- yeah.
That's why my scoring areas
Was
were here,
straight.
you know, around that side. Because that eye, when you think about it, it's basically what you see. You know, that's a blind, exaggerating, but it's sort of like a blind side to your vision.
Yeah.
So, in effect, for me, everything was very that side.
That's very interesting.
yeah,
blew
for
my
someone
mind.
who's a dominant
I'll send
left-hander
invoice.
their whole career, that actually does surprise me.
So this is the akuri.
A curry
That's the omelette.
omelette. What type of omelette?
So try it. So it's like scrambled eggs.
Okay. Yeah,
but
just like
scrambled eggs with
through the-
spices.
Hey, it wouldn't be an
Minced through
Indian
the
food if it
tomato.
wasn't. That's how they get ya. Ooh,
Love onion.
me too.
You cook with a lot of onion and garlic and stuff, right? You quite like it.
Yeah, I do.
Food watching.
I grow onions, spring onions.
Damn.
I grow about 4 or 5 different types of chili.
How did you get so serious about food?
Whoa.
'Cause
Man, I lived on a
Bro, it's Gordon Ramsay.
400-acre property, and so town was 14 mile away,
Yeah.
and so we just became self-sufficient. You know, like my grandparents, they would have beef cattle, sheep. We had a dairy, and we'd grow all of our own vegetables, and it was seasonal on what it was, and peanuts. Dad was a peanut farmer.
You made peanut butter.
My grandfather
Oh,
and his
bro.
grandfather before him were a peanut farmer as well. See, at home I cook every meal at night time,
yeah.
bar none.
Oh really?
Hey.
Bar none. It's just something,
That's
it's in my DNA to do that. I love to do it. You know, it's just part of what I
What's his best meal,
feel
do you
like
reckon?
is my
What
contribution.
do you reckon he cooks?
We've got this beautiful pizza oven.
Ooh.
So that's half a day.
Yeah.
That's like cutting timber, burning the fire, making sure that it's just absolutely perfect. You know, cooking a pizza is like, I can cook 3 pizzas in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But to take the preparation time to do that, incredibly therapeutic.
All right.
See, batting was like that for me.
Okay.
Batting was also incredibly therapeutic.
Yeah. You made it look like
Being-
it. God damn.
Being in an environment, firstly, where it's just your space, and then having your own ingredients added to it. It's like a checklist of things that go into making the shot, and it takes time to, understand what that looks like and develop that process. In a cricket, and in cricketers, you've got onions, tomatoes, masalas, and you've got a pan, you've got oil, you've got a flame,
Yummy.
you've got all these
Hey,
things
I mean-
that actually.
Matthew Hayden, man, if you ever I know you're never going to see this, but if you ever want to invite me over for dinner, I would love a good beer. And if this pizza oven, if that's cooking,
Go
I'm
in
here.
one shot.
Oh man, I love a good
So it
fire
might be
pizza
your
oven.
stance. It might be what the conditions are like. It might be who be bowling. So you work out all these things, and that happens every ball after ball after ball. It's actually quite tiresome, just because you're only as good as your next ball.
Focus on the next
That's
one.
even if you're there.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's undercooked, and sometimes it's burned.
Yeah, you
But
get
sometimes
burnt.
The shot is delicious.
Yeah, delicious. Yeah.
Delicious shot.
Bahat Sunda.
Bahut sundar.
Bahat Sunda. Is that
I
how
don't know
you
why
say
I
it?
said it like that. I know Hindi.
I don't. I've trapped you.
You used to go. Tell me about that whole sitting down in front of the. Like people used to mistake you for the groundsman a couple of times.
Yo,
right? You just
what?
go sit down in front of the stumps.
So my brother and I used to train together, and he's 5 years my elder, and we'd do a normal session for our state, so it'd be like a 3-4 hour session. And my brother and I, once training was finished, we'd do another 2.5, 3 hour session.
What?
And in that time, it would be a full 50 overs of him bowling to me, just him alone bowling to me.
Damn, bro was
He's
doing
about
all the
2 inches tall now,
throwdowns.
and he's had several shoulder surgeries.
Yeah,
but
far out.
That's another issue.
Yeah.
At the end of all of that, we would literally physically collapse in the centre
Yeah.
of the Gabba. He got married in '96, and then my career started to take me into international realm. So I no longer had my best friend or my coach
Yeah.
and my brother. So that time in the middle was, for me, it was really sacred. I'd sit and sometimes sit for hours. I'd never train the day before the game. I'd just meditate. If even if you can call it that. But sitting there trying to understand the noises, trying to work out, where the boundaries and how you would play in those situations. Visualize people actually coming in at you from different angles, working out where your stump lines were. And just, like I said, it's like a bunch of ingredients that go into a performance. And I used to love that time. If there's one thing I miss about cricket, it's sitting there in the middle, being undisturbed. The groundsmen would they'd just
Doing their job.
keep off signs would be on my back, basically. I just knew that
Yeah.
even if they did come up to me, I'd have,
None of it.
just a complete shield or a blanket around that space.
Yeah.
And they never would. They were always really respectful and
Yeah. It's not like any groundsman could come and tell you to get off.
sure way. They tried.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, the man Matthew Hayden, he'll just pick him up, toss him around like he's Iron Man, and throw him out the Gabba. So, good luck.
You're not the easiest guy to
Yeah,
shoot.
good luck.
Have you ever seen a dog, if you try and take their meal away?
On it, it'll
you
absolutely try and yeah. Yo,
Only here the dog is a bear. A grizzly bear.
I know.
My theatrical background will tell me that cricket is the landscape of just a stage.
Yep.
It's a big stage.
What you do
and it's
behind
a
the
live
scenes.
broadcast stage. So your character gets played out on what that looks like. But is that really who I was?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. It was my persona, my performance persona.
Yeah.
That needed to be into that zone to be the best.
Oh, was
because
it?
naturally I'm a really laid-back guy. So for me, I didn't necessarily want to be an angry dog.
Angry grizzly bear by the looks of the last clip.
It's every day.
Look at the
living your
cameraman at the
life
back.
by moon, sun, wind, tide, and what you're catching, and that's it. It's. I think the thing is, when you have a life like ours, a blessed life, it's quite a complicated life, and it's beautiful to get back to the
Yo,
simple
all the
things.
car horns.
And the ocean is a wonderful reminder that it gives life, but it also takes it away. In fact, my happiest memory by a street was you're playing a game, test match in Durban. I got a test match 100 that day. Australia was in a really good position.
Yeah.
About 4 o'clock in the afternoon, this huge big thunderstorm came over. It dumped it down. No sort of little bit of rain. It was just off.
Yeah.
So everyone was wasting time trying to sort of pack up. I just ran back to the hotel because I had a full quiver of boards that were ready. And I knew the
he was
surf
ready to
pumping.
surf.
We stayed right on the water of the
Yeah.
piers at Alangadi.
Yeah.
Went surfing for 2.5 hours before dark. And these guys in the water, they're like looking at me. They just couldn't work it out. So after about an
That's
hour
when the
of
beach
surfing,
is the best, when it's thundering.
the
and
one
stuff.
guy comes up to me and says, "Are you the cricketer?" I said, "Yeah, mate, I play a bit." He says, "You're Matt Hayden, eh?"
No, you're Michael
I
Clarke.
said, "Yeah." And they said, "Didn't you get a test match 100 today?"
Yeah.
I went, "Yeah."
Yeah, mate.
I said, "Just living the dream, brother."
Yeah. Man. How good's that?
Living the dream.
So one of the coolest things I read about you ever, a description of you. It said, you just can't avoid him because he's always up in you. Politely, you like to talk a bit.
A little bit.
Be
yeah.
honest.
Just a bit.
Be honest.
I mean, just the hello, how are yous, you know, the sweet nothings, polite inquiries.
I love you, darling. I love you more.
Who was your favorite guy to sledge?
Brian Lara.
Hey.
Yeah, it's not a very good idea
No,
to sledge Brian
yeah.
Lara.
Yeah.
Because his personality is that he's already unbelievable. So why try and make him even more determined?
Why? So he can smash you into the ground?
He's stupid.
Yeah. I mean, that doesn't.
So
not
there was
sense.
team meetings where Haydos, you will not be talking to Brian Lara today. You got it?
Yeah.
And would you say yes?
I'd say,
That's the
okay.
wrong guy.
Okay. Until something happens.
Until he's on 95.
No, look, it's overrated, the whole sledging thing. Honestly, I mean, it means really nothing apart from it's all done in body language. So the fact is that, and the most important thing you said right then is that I'm in your face. You
Yeah.
know, so I'm using my assets to, even if I don't say something, I can give you a look. It's like, and what do you think?
Look
is
you
like,
up and down.
"Oh, what have
What
I
the
done wrong? You know, I said something there, and then they start to think about, well, if I said that he can't bat, he's probably thinking now that I can't bat, and plus then, what I'll do is, and they just
Keeps going.
they can't handle that.
Yeah.
It's like me with my wife. What did I say? Did I say that?
Yeah,
I
man.
should check. I'm in trouble. Does it look like I'm in trouble? I think I'm in trouble. I must be in trouble.
That's it.
Let's presume I'm in trouble.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly it. You go cowering
You want
off into the
flowers,
side of the
dear?
room. Yep.
She's probably said nothing. Just sat there,
It's just all you.
self-combusting. How much of your success do you owe to just the fact that you probably played in one of the greatest teams?
Yeah.
Not just one of the greatest Australian teams, it's one of the greatest teams ever.
Yeah. Yeah. No, lots. I mean, there's no better environment for competition.
In competition.
Really, like I had 6-7 years out of the team, where I wasn't good enough, and
Yeah.
that was actually the truth. I just wasn't good enough to play in that team. So I had to do something extraordinary to make the team. I had to become something better than I thought was going to be possible.
Yeah.
And that's what competition does.
Did you guys ever feel invincible when you went out?
Against the Minows. Be honest.
Tell me the truth.
No, we knew we were going to win, and we knew we were going
Hey, against the Minows, that was some of the lightest cricket that Team Australia ever played. Like, I remember when you used to play them World Cup games, like against Kenya, Canada. Like, come on, man. Come on. Come
to
on.
win every game, really.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
why it
if
would
that's
make
what
them
means
so
be
upset
invincible,
to
yeah.
lose as well. Like when
But
someone
we
would
also
beat
knew
them.
that because we were mature cricketers.
Oof, I wouldn't say all of them.
We knew the 5% rule that you're inches off dropping your standards.
Yeah.
So it was only ever based on the assumption that we were 100%
All the time.
on our game.
So if you guys played 100%, you would win. So your battle was essentially against yourself.
Yeah, exactly. So there wasn't, and that was exactly the whole culture even before you got to the side.
Okay. Win or don't come home.
Playing with, I have to ask you, of course, because everybody would want to know that. Playing with Dhoni.
Oh
for so
yeah,
many years.
true. Yep,
That's all. Just playing with Dhoni.
that's pretty cool.
Go.
Tell me.
Well, MS, I don't think there's any mystery about MS. He's a very, very calm, very simple, very centered individual. There's no.
Yeah.
I think when you're like that, everyone goes, "Oh, he can't be possibly like that 24/7."
Yeah. He is.
He is just exactly like that, and he's got that cheeky humour that you probably don't see, but it's over silly things, you know. It's not like he's not going to do a stand-up comedy act.
Yeah.
You know,
That would be
it's
cool
just
to
little
see,
things
but-
that happen that he'll find entertaining,
Yeah.
that are simple and stupid, but that's just MS. He's very childlike. You know, he's retained his passion and sense of humour for when he was 7.
Yeah.
It's just he finds things in his day that a 7-year-old
Yeah.
would laugh at, and it's funny. And I love that about his personality. Yeah.
I generally thought that's one of our cameras. It's just another guy filming.
It's just another guy filming.
No, he is.
Yeah, everyone's just
He's
filming
just
him,
making his own show.
getting his own
He may
content out.
release it
Nice.
before I do.
Yeah, he's gonna get the content before Gore. Hey man, that was a good episode. Everyone wants a photo, man.
Anyways, you can do this now. Fuck. I just walk behind you.
Stop!
Because the car would just hit you.
It's
and
Matthew
break.
Hayden. It'll just hit you and break.
Okay,
Hey,
bye. Hello. चलिए. जोर से.
step on it.
Accelerator दबा के. वापस वो होटल.
Hey, big shout outs to the legend Gorav right there. And big shout outs to Matthew Hayden. That was an episode that I definitely had to watch. This is probably like one of the episodes where I learnt the most about a player that I probably didn't know. Like, I feel like we got some fun facts out of the man, Matty Hayden. But hey, if you guys have any other recommendations from the BwC series that I haven't checked out, definitely let me know. Hey, leave a like, subscribe if you guys are new. Thoroughly enjoyed this one. I'll see everyone in the next one.